What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be a Gemini daily Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars reading. So eat the meat, spit out the bones, take what resonate, and leave the rest behind. Alright, y'all. So, Gemini. Let's get started with you all's reading today. I hope everyone's having a good day. It is Monday, November 17th. And it feels like I can't believe it's already the 17th of November. Like, this month has just flown by. Okay, we got the Four of Wands here in reverse. Someone could be feeling instability here when it comes to their resources. Someone in their environment here with the Four of Wands here. There's a sense of instability here in one's home environment, safety, structure, foundation. I feel like you've maybe had a lot of, maybe not transient's the right word, Queen of Swords and the King of Swords here. You could have came from a very distant or a very cold household, or your parents were maybe not the most affectionate people or the most loving. They could be very logical based people here. Maybe you didn't feel like you fit in. They could be very authoritative or authoritarian. I mean, like they're more inclined to really just care about taking care of you in like the terms of like money and stuff here. And it's kind of impacted your love life a little bit here with the Lovers in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. You could have a very practical approach to love versus a romantical approach. Like, you see marriage and love as a political tool. When I mean by political, I don't mean like politics, like Democrats, Republicans, but more as so like a status, a sense of comfort, a sense of stability over, romantic endeavors. All of that could be important as well, but it's not the most important thing. Like, you're going to marry the person who's going to be a better provider, a better, who's going to make more money versus someone who's going to be more affectionate, loving, and caring and devoted. You don't really care. I'm not saying you don't care about that. You don't want to be with no cheater, but it's like, you prioritize stability over affection and love. You know what I mean? Like, you're more practical with your head than your heart because of your upbringing here. I feel like that's just your love language. With the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords, you're very practical. You see things in a very, you're a Gemini. So you're very reasonable. And I feel like this Knight of Swords here is someone kind of like just helping you see through the turbulence of this time. There could be a lot of, just cover up that glare. Yeah, Ten of Wands. Or someone here is like laying down burdens. And it's got you in the Hangman here, the 4 and the 12. I mean, the 4 and the 8, or sorry, damn, nigga. The 4 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. That's 14. Okay, not 12. No, I thought that was 8. But that's 12, 14. I keep saying 12. Why the fuck do I keep saying 12? I don't know. You could be feeling like Hangman. Maybe Hangman's coming out next or something. No. Okay. 4 of Swords here in reverse. Time for you to go rest. Your perspective. You could have walked away from a group of people here. This is given like a family, a job, something that was fulfilling to you emotionally, I feel like, with it being the 10 of Cups. Could have been a toxic work environment, a very tumultuous work environment where you never knew where you were coming or going. There could have been a lot of layoffs. There could have been a lot of uncertainties. This could have something that mirrors your childhood where there's a lot of instability. I'm feeling there was a lot of instability with you within your childhood, a lot of things that you were unable to control because you're a kid, first of all, and then, you know, it's like the people around you may not have been the safest or the most trusting when it came to like protecting your emotional needs. You know, you've had to really weather through some emotional difficulties on your own, I feel like. And you may have just recently learned. Page of Swords here. Someone is definitely interested in how you've healed, but there's a restlessness with you with this Four of Swords here in reverse. It's like you just live in your head. You're constantly like hypervigilant still. You can be very hypervigilant from your past, even though you've gone through a lot of the healing and stuff. I think there's still a level of cellular trauma within your nervous system that keeps you on high alert at all times. So even though, yeah, balancing that with the Two of Pentacles here. You've cut some people out of your life with the Ten of Wands in reverse who were very dramatic. These could be family members, exes, lovers, ex-lovers, cousins, or you've possibly gone low contact, no contact with some people here. Friends, old co-workers. Excuse me. King of Swords and the Devil here in reverse. Yeah, someone is missing you, but they'll never come towards you here because they know that you got some words for them. This could be a father figure here with the King of Swords in reverse. This could be someone who really like used to cut you deep as a kid. Someone who used to really, I'm seeing like a kid getting scolded for just like any and every little thing here. You could have got really, yeah, to the point to where it like really demotivated, that's the word I'm not looking for. Not depressed, but it kind of made you very, it left you with a lot to desire from your childhood. Like it was very turbulent, you know. You might have always wished you had a better childhood here. Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Death card here in reverse. Okay, so it doesn't matter how much you bring up this stuff. I feel like the people here are just not adept to changing their beliefs, you know, and you could be growing tired of like trying to make people understand your point of view, where you're coming from here, you know. I feel like you and yourself, it's like, you know, you want this to be over with. You don't want to be sad, depressed, and I don't think that you are, but it's like you still carry a lot of this unresolved energy, right, within yourself here that you're holding on to. This restlessness is like you subconsciously resisting what you need to surrender to, which is this need to want to take care of people here who are like not pouring into you. People who let you down and people who feed off of your independence and abundance here. The Seven of Swords, the Chariot, they're both sevens. So this is like a spiritual narcissist. This is like a spiritual attack here with 17, which is the Star card here, which is about hope and, you know, inspiration. So I just feel like these two cards, the sevens, this is a spiritual attack on you that you are thwarting here as the star. You are brighter, but see, your starlight is going to attract low vibrational beings here, like these manipulative monitoring spirits here that want to breadcrumb and leave things for you. And this Seven of Chariot, this person who comes in all gold and glittering, but they're really just a grifter, a scammer, a liar, a charlatan. This is someone who is dishonest, someone who deceives publicly. This is someone who, this person wants to be the star, but they're the chariot in reverse. They don't have what it takes to truly be magnificent like you do. And not only are you radiant, but you are independent and you are abundant. You have everything within you that you need. It's almost like the Magician to me, with a little energy of like the Magician Virgo, kind of like you're just very secure within yourself, and not a whole lot can take you down. You know, I feel like you're just someone who's very, you're just really focused on you right now, and you need to stay like that, okay? I feel like with the star, though, there are people who see you. And what I mean by they see you, I mean you have a very unforgettable kind of like personality or aura, or just like when people meet you, they tend to remember you. Like you say unique things. You have a unique, you know, way of dressing, a personality of expressing yourself. It's not, you're someone who lives boldly and loudly. And I think sometimes it can be very draining because you feel like you have to sometimes be a little bit performative because of your upbringing here. You know, the Queen and the King of Swords as parents are, don't get me wrong, there's love there, but the love is almost equated to success. It's equated with, you know, conditions almost. Like when you achieve things, your parents express love, and when you aren't achieving things, it's almost like this cold or rigidness. It can give off the appearance of like transactional. It's as if, you know, my goal is to get you prepared for adulthood, and that's what I'm doing. And when you reach milestones, we celebrate. And when you don't reach those milestones, we don't celebrate. But there's really a lot to be left unsaid in the in-betweens, especially with the Queen of Cups here in reverse and the Page of Cups. I feel like this is a dynamic of emotionally unexpressive. The Knight of Cups here and the Moon as well. Someone definitely holds in their feelings, their true emotions. The Magician and the King of Cups. I'm sorry, the Magician and the King of Pentacles in reverse. With the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords here too at the bottom of the deck here. I'm just looking at these pairs because it's different people's energies and how they feel towards you. With the Magician and the King of Pentacles in reverse, it's giving me someone who could have for some reason I'm getting a romantic vibe, but this person doesn't feel like they compare. This person doesn't feel like you would accept them, even though this person does. This person can also be a little jaded or possessive when it comes to certain things, so be careful with that one. This King of Cups and Queen of Swords, this is giving me big time parent energy here. I feel like this is someone who you could have a parental figure. When I mean parental figure, doesn't mean mom and dad. It just could be two people who are older than you who could seem as if they give like parental like advice. So think like, you know, your favorite boss and his wife that you get invited to dinner for. They always have, you know, a good time with. Something like that. There is a masculine energy that you feel very comfortable around, who is attached to this Queen of Swords, this very not cutthroat, that's not what I'm looking for. Someone here who speaks very clearly. They don't mix their words. I feel like this is a combination of people who you have maybe been taken under their wings with. It's giving me like there are people here who definitely are rooting for you, and you do have like a group of people here around you that really want to see you do well. This isn't, I'm not picking up on related, and if they are relatives, it's like uncles, aunts, but this is like, you know, maybe you have a really good connection with like a former boss or a mentor or a coach, and their family is just very supportive of you and your decisions. And yeah, I see that as well. Now I do see with this moon here in the Knight of Cups in reverse, someone is definitely this could be a potential lover if you're single, or this could be a partner who is hiding some type of message of, I don't know, some type of message from you here. This doesn't have to necessarily be a bad message, but in reverse, it could be someone who is says it could speak of moodiness. Someone who's kind of like a in and out kind of playboy like. But there is a dynamic around you, and I'm seeing this Queen of Cups in reverse. This is giving me early like mother-daughter energy here. Like the relationship between you and your mother figure, your main mother figure, is a little off. There could be a lot of manipulation, emotionally manipulation, a lot of triangulation, a lot of comparison, a lot of passive aggressive put downs, a lot of possessiveness, a lot of, you know, critiquing with no credentials, helping but not really. It's giving me the energy of, you know, this is a dynamic that you have kind of always had with your mom. Your mom and you may have always been. I was watching something earlier about women or moms who, like, you know, pick on their daughters, like daughters of bully moms and stuff like that. It's kind of like, that's maybe not that extreme, but like, y'all see that Netflix about the girl who was getting like cyber bullied, and it turns out that it was her mom doing it the whole time. Like her mom was like telling her daughter to go kill herself, and was like, this is crazy. And it's like, how are you not in jail for that? Like, this is, you stalked your daughter and like made her, caused her and her boyfriend to break up. Mind you, they were like 14. Like, this is like 13, 14-year-old. And like, your mom is like harassing you, pretending to be somebody else. Like, just think about the psychological ramifications like that would create. Like, I would feel a violation. It's almost as bad as like a father doing something really nasty, if you know what I mean, with like his daughter or son or whomever. Like, it's like almost that level of like violation, of just like abuse. And then I know the other one's a lot. Of course, that's much terrible, much more terrible. But this is psychologically like probably just as damaging on the level of like trust. And I don't know, like how do you even do that? Like, how do you look at yourself and like, I'm gonna cyber stalk my daughter today and tell her to go kill herself? Like, what is? We need more therapists in this country. We need more therapists. We need more therapists in America. I don't know. Maybe we need to start outsourcing therapy to like different countries. I don't know, y'all. Like, that is just crazy to me. But there is a dynamic here where like there is a definite mother-daughter dynamic that I'm picking up on that is detrimental as fuck to someone, and I apologize for that. I did get a comment from someone yesterday about how their mom and their boy, yeah, I did see that. I think that was on a Gemini video too. Maybe this is for you. Okay, I don't mean to call you out like that, I'm sorry. I wish you love and light though. This is you, because that shit is cray. Okay, I just picked up these 5 cards, and here's the Hangman right here, smack dab in the middle. Okay, so I'm getting another story here where this Queen of Pentacles, this is you. Okay, I'm seeing this. You overcame all that bullshit, all that drama, all that unpleasantry. King of Swords here in reverse. Okay, yeah. There is parental figures that are just not jack shit here, because this Page of Swords in reverse and this King of Swords, this is telling me like there is somebody over here spying and going back and running, telling of a parental figure here. Maybe your father is also just as unsafe as your biological or your parental figures here. Like your actual parental figures in this reading, no tea, no shade, I don't know you, you don't know me. These people, I feel like I am interpreting this feeling of being let down by these caretakers. That's all I'm going to say here. I don't want to disrespect anybody out here cross watching for their children. I ain't not out here trying to disrespect you. I know parenting is hard. I can only imagine. I know it's hard, but I can only imagine doing it right now, because anyway, with this Queen of Pentacles, you, Gemini, you are a hard-working bitch, okay? Not only did you heal yourself, you provide back to the community in which you pour into. So, like, you're a good friend, you're a good colleague, co-worker, employee, employer, whatever role, whatever hat your ego attaches itself to, you show up with this Queen of Pentacles energy, nurturing and caring. And how can I support the next man or woman? Because I don't want people to have to struggle like I used to struggle. And I go up for that energy, especially with this Three of Pentacles, because you have, like I said, you are a team player. You work well with others. You know, you shine bright in groups. Okay, you are a team leader. You are effortlessly a team leader here. And with this Hangman here, you have to surrender to some type of... That makes perfect sense with the Death card here and the Four of Swords. I mean, I know I kept saying 412, but I was adding up 14. I haven't seen Temperance, damn, sorry. I haven't seen Temperance yet, but I think she's coming up here too soon. But I definitely see the need to surrender here with this Hangman here. You have reached a state of maybe self-mastery. Maybe you've learned to forgive your parents. You've learned, you know what? They were immature, they were young, they didn't have a lot of resources to really know how to take care of me. So maybe I should just not worry about that. Heal from that. Yeah, I don't have to connect with that. But I see with the Two of Wands here and the Five of Pentacles in reverse, I see you no longer entertaining that connection. Like, you're not planning on maybe visiting for the holidays. Maybe you've learned to just walk away with your, tail tucked between your legs here. But it's like a sense of, you know what, I don't want to re-victimize myself. I don't want to re-traumatize myself by going back to environments that I've outgrown, environments where I'm surrounded by people who have harmed me. You could have been born, I don't know why I'm just thinking this, but it's like, as I was talking, I was feeling like I was getting like a southern accent or something. So you could be maybe like from, let's say, the country, okay? But you move to the big city, you're a big city slicker, so you learn how to switch your cadence. So when you're in meetings and when you're speaking, you know how to speak with enough enunciation and enough with a different cadence that is more what we call what's the word I'm looking for? An acceptable vernacular, I guess you could say. But when you go back home, maybe you have to go back home down to, Georgia or somewhere, and it starts to come back out. You start to get that back. When you get around your people, you start talking back how you normally talk, and it just reminds you of where you used to be. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? I think we all do that, right? When I go home and I'm not like, so prim and proper, you can be more informal, you can be more, there's certain words that I wouldn't say at work that I, would say around my family. But anyway, that could be something that you deal with as well. And it could be another reason, another reminder of like, I see someone who is not ashamed of who they are, but they don't want to relive those same wounds again. It's like poking at a scab. Three of Swords in reverse. Empress in reverse. Yeah. That's the thing, though. In order for, yeah. There's a lot of people who are learning from you at this moment. But I don't see them doing the hard work here. So your siblings, the cousins, everybody else who's still affected by that negativity that you experienced, they haven't necessarily healed yet. So there's still reminders of that pain from the past. And, you know, right now you need to really just surrender. Okay. And go through this transformation. There we go. This is you, Empress here. Putting yourself first. Meeting your needs, the tower. Yeah, you're creating tower moments. These people may have felt like you bested them, or you like needed them. These people want you to be codependent and stuck on them. And right now, because they feel like they've gotten you, they think they got one up on you by, you know, oh, well, you know, Gemini's not coming to Thanksgiving this year. I guess our little, you know, exclusion tactics worked on them this year. Cheers, you know. These are people who they felt codependent and abandoned by you. Now they're cheersing right now because they feel like they've won. But here's the the Knight of Pentacles. They just stopped their own blessings. I just heard that. These people literally just blocked their blessings by trying to hurt you and exclude you, to keep you in this stuck energy, this stuck state. They have put a pause on their own blessings with the Knight of Pentacles in the Tower here, and now they're about to have a radical change and prosperity. These people just blocked their blessings by trying to fuck with you. Wow, that was dumb. Trying to be petty, trying to be hateful, trying to be spiteful, trying to make you envious, trying to make you feel left out, trying to make you feel like, you know, you're not wanted, you're not invited, you're not a part of this family, you're not part of this group, you're not part of this dynamic. You think you're too good for us? Well, fine, fuck you. We're not going to invite you anywhere anymore then, you know. All of a sudden, people are taking trips without you, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, how come no one told me about this vacation? Oh, well, we thought you were too busy working on your new project anyway to even bother to even reply to our group chat that we created behind your backs and took you out of on purpose. You know, it's giving jealousy, but you know, the other family members who, you know, aren't the narcissistics, flying monkeys. They're just the, you know, just the supply. They have secret wishes of, you know, being like you, but they're afraid of what it comes with, which is being ostracized, which is being like you're stuck in this hangman energy of like, dude, like, what are you talking about? Like, I need my people. But here's the thing. You're resisting. These aren't your fucking people. As much as you love them, you are also in a stagnating energy, because you're trying to carry around people that aren't designed to come with you into your next journey. Did I tell you about that? Or was that the other group? I can't remember, y'all. It all runs together, right? You guys are carrying people here that you need to let go of like yesteryear. Like, Spirit was like, you should have been got rid of that friend. I told you that friend was no good. I told you that friend was no good back in 2017. Remember when they got drunk and I was at the bar and they left you there to go get some dick, and they left you sitting there by yourself at the bar by yourself? They didn't give a fuck about you then, and that bitch still don't give a fuck about you now. And it's 26 almost, and you still fucking around that same girl that left you at the bar to go get some dick. Yeah, it's the Sun in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. You are carrying around these unpleasant memories from childhood as if it's nostalgia a fonder time. Like, bitch, no, it was not. Then it's starting to, you be like, well, damn. Like, as I look back, you was never really that good of a friend. Like, at best, you matched energies. Five of Swords. This person wants to keep up confusion, chaos, illusions. You're used to just caving and just giving in and like being the bigger person, but no more. No more being the bigger person. It's their turn. When you're always the bigger person, you rob them of the opportunity to take accountability for their actions, and which I think is, dang it. And that's what I think this person or these people need to learn is accountability. That you can't just do mean, nasty things to people, get caught, go hide under a rock, and then come back out like 2 weeks later like nothing happened without holding accountability or and then when it's like, you know, you get caught, you want to try to blame shift, and now it's this is the reason why this happened instead of you, and now it's this fault. It's because I've been working too much. It's because of this. It's never them. It's, you know, you were making me feel this way. You were doing this to me. If you had did this, I wouldn't have done that. And then it's just like, oh my God, they go every direction but the right one. You know what I mean? They go down every which path but the one that's like, apologize for your behavior. The shortest one to the solution, right? But no, they want to try to re-victimize. They want to gaslight. They want to manipulate. They want to, you know, maybe if I just wait this one out, they'll just forgive me and act like nothing happened. And I think you've gotten tired of that. You've gotten tired to just being in that role. Yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. You're moving away. Like, you are moving on. You are, I hate to say it, but you could be like, this friendship is over. Like, this, like, you're just not entertaining their BS anymore, because this person doesn't come legit. This person doesn't come correct. They don't come original. You know, like 311 said, you know, they don't come original. You know. I'm getting my hair braided today, and I cannot wait. And I'm sick of having to do this shit every fucking morning. I don't know how. Like, black women with natural hair, you all like amaze me, because I want to just cut my shit off right now. If I have to put one more conditioner, wrap it up, or I wrap it up when I have braids, but it's a lot easier. But like, the amount of just maintenance of black hair in the winter time, just, or any time, honestly, it's fucking annoying. And no, you can't touch my hair for free. I'm just kidding. But let's get back to this reading. Sorry. They shouldn't put cameras in front of me. Okay. You good. You not tripping off these bitches for real. Like, it sucks because it's like your aunties and your mama and them, like, just being like weird as fuck, like on some hating ass energy type shit. Like, it's crazy though, because I'm seeing people here who are actually, you know, modeling the quote unquote life that you are supposed to be living, married with kids, steady income, 2 family, but for some reason, you being you, maybe that's not you. Maybe you are single. Maybe you don't have any kids yet. Or maybe you don't plan on having children. Maybe you're just, you know, living your dreams. You're only 25, or maybe you're 35 and you still don't have kids. For some reason, you living your best life, you doing what's best for you, or trying to anyway, is just creating a lot of, and I keep saying this over and over again because I keep seeing it over and over again. You have to realize that there are people very close to you who do not want to see you happy. And that scares the fuck out of me, because that's probably 34, probably happening to me too. Because if I'm seeing it in your life, it's got to be somewhere in mine too. If you spot it, you got it. And I don't want to think about that. Which is what this Four of Swords, Death card, and Hangman is like saying to me is there is definitely an energy of haterade. There is some haterade. Just what's the flavor? I'm just giving you a little tomato, a little spicy, a little hint of haterade. Just giving a little hint of haterade, okay? Just giving a little hint of, a little spicy, a little hint of tomato, a little. That video is so funny, the little girl. Anyway, yeah, that's what I see. It's just, ugh. And the saddest part is, if these people weren't so fucking hateful, they would be a part of your blessing. Because your blessing is to bless other people, which is one of the best blessings because it's the blessing that keeps on blessing. You have like this infinite amount of abundance and blessing. Think of it like a battery that is recharged by lighting and creating other batteries. Like you are like this flame that just ignites and lights all these candles. And it doesn't take anything from your flame, doesn't take anything from your candle, but you just create light. And there's just some people who they just want to blow it out. Because instead of letting, you light their candle, they just rather be unlit. They just rather be sitting in the dark. And they try so hard to blow out your candle, but they just can't. They don't have enough power. And even if they did, there's so many other lit candles around you, someone would just light you right back up. So like you've fortified yourself around solid people in your actual day-to-day life. Like you have a solid group of core people around you who love you, protect you. And I just see like this symphony of like candles, and there's like you in the center, and there's just so many candles lit around you, dancing and being happy. And so like these people, they come and they're like these little tall candelabras, right? And they're just they think they're better than everybody, right? So here you are, just like this little candle. And then like this candelabra wants to come and just like blow you out because it thinks it's better than you. But they have no light. There's no candle inside of them. There's nothing that lights them. They have no spark. And if they do put you out, let's say they finally figure out, they're going to attack your money. They're going to attack your relationship. Oh, damn, they got me. There's another candle right next to you. Bing, don't worry about that, bud. I got you. I got you. Remember how you poured it to me? Bing, 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 bing. You don't stay unlit for long. Let's just put it like that. You have a lot of people who love you. And I need you to always remember that, because these people, these wounds from childhood have been like ingrained almost, like deep down. But I see you no longer given access to energies like this anyway, with the Chariot in reverse and the Ace of Cups. You're just like not even entertaining that kind of nonsense. So I want you to remember that, and yeah, stay humble, stay blessed. Focus on getting out of this hangman, this stagnation, this restlessness. I feel like right now you just need to really commit to just not needing to know everything or be in control. Just keep holding on. You'll be okay. All right. That's all I got for you guys. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Drop in the comments. Leave me a comment. Let me know how this resonated with you. And I will see you in the next one. As always, I love you guys. Be safe, drink water, and peace.